Okay, a very good day to everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of
Tok-Kong.
Tok-Kong. Literally talk and gong.
Tok-Kong
Yeah.
live stream, okay?
Yeah, Tok-Kong live stream. Yeah, so you get inspiration. So just a last minute inspiration of this how we get this name. But of course, this is the next session for next time. But of course, I think again, to live stream, I think it's very complicated. Why? Because again, we got a last minute assignment this time round. And the last minute assignment this time round was to really just focus on a very special campaign that is like suddenly pop out of a corner of our eyeball. Yeah, so I think the corner, like the campaign to this time round happened. I think really no one really expected this campaign to really like happen. It didn't really like happen the last few years or like, in terms of Lazada history. And the first time we are actually doing a 8/8 campaign.
Yellow. And this one is a mega campaign scale, okay? It's called the Lazada National Day Sale, and it will last from 8 to 10 August. So overall, like the key marketing message of it is our heartbeats with Singapore, celebrate with up to 90% off. And of course, this one is also very special and is a mega campaign itself, and it will be in collaboration with Singapore's largest media network and content creator, which is Mediacorp.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. And I think so a lot of people were very surprised that, hey, why suddenly Lazada came out with a very big campaign in the middle of 8/8? Well, I think most or not just not just the small sellers are actually caught by surprise. A lot of brands were also like saying that, hey, they were actually caught by surprise by this mega campaign because like most of them were saying, hey, it was not part of the original planning schedule. Lazada you say that, hey, 8/8 we have a very big campaign, but just suddenly we have an 8/8 campaign. Yeah, and I think overall the agenda is really to not just do a mega campaign for the sake of doing a mega campaign. Is to really like have a collaboration between two of the biggest content makers as well as the biggest e-commerce players in Singapore to actually do a campaign to really start to reach out to actually help sellers sell, also help the current economy itself to increase the outreach. And this is really the first time that we are seeing like traditional medias combined with the new medias to actually come up with something as explosive as this.
Wow.
Definitely, this is a very good large-scale collaboration with like definitely one of the Singapore powerhouses for this media coverage and all. I mean, Mediacorp is synonymous to everyone. Like who doesn't know Mediacorp? We grew up watching all the shows that they put out, maybe on Channel 5, Channel 8, very long ago, long time ago when they had like Kids Central and all. Now it changed to Octo and all. So definitely this one is something that we can really look forward to seeing, and it is coming really very soon. And just to give you guys a quick like timeline of how is it going on. So for around 9 July, so which is around like 2 weeks or so ago, the campaign submission has already started. So definitely like once 7/7 ended, the 8/8 campaign submissions already like sort of started shortly after that, and definitely soon afterwards, 13 July, I'm sure you guys got check it out in the campaign management page in our seller center. We have the voucher and the flexi combo submission, and then store campaign page or rather opens on the 25th August, and of course the key date that you guys should take note of will be 2nd August, which is approaching in under maybe 2 weeks or so. That will be the end of the campaign submission.
Yeah, so I think key dates is the key date. So just to jump through some numbers, just key dates that is very important for sellers. So what Hayong mentioned is very correct. So the campaign submission actually started very, very early, like 9th of July. We actually had the campaign submission was open, and then the voucher and flexi combo submission was gradually open on the 13th, and on the 25th of July we will of course have a store campaign page open. I say so the moment you see there's a store campaign page, you know these campaigns means serious stuff already. It's very serious already. Okay, so
mega campaign skill.
Yeah, very, very intensive mega, and involve a lot of parties to really get this campaign running. And again, the key dates to take note is really the 2nd of August, which is the date that we want you to actually submit all your deals by then. But of course, please do not wait until the 2nd of August. Most of the time, like a lot of times, like waiting on 2nd of August, what happens if like the last few hours there's some bug and some error, then a lot of sellers fail to submit, then it becomes a very issue then where they want to submit, then it becomes very hard. All right. And of course, we also, I think we didn't really mention that I think AA itself is actually a 3-day campaign. It's not a 1-day campaign. It's obviously, 8 to 10. It's a 3-day campaign. So it's an 8 for the opening, then 8-9 National Day, 8-10 the campaign. And so they have 3 days of technically of buying things lah. So I think this is also really to like help a lot of sellers. Like a lot of sellers also feedback recently that sales has been really very slow since entering like into July. I think that's the norm lah. I think that's in terms of like consumer behavior every year during this time, it's always been slow. Like July, August always has been a very slow month for some reason or the other. And of course,
I think also, like most of the retail store here and there, like it's gradually open. So consumer behavior, even though they do more online shopping, but the form of nostalgia or that sort of thing when they were cooped up too much in their home, then now they start to go out and try to like shop as much on the retail aspect. Then they might have more consumer fatigue in a sense of the online aspect as well. So that's why the sales itself might slow down during this period. But don't worry, the mega campaign is coming very soon, and this will help to pick the business up for all of you sellers.
Yeah, I think so. So I think I always mention about this lah. Actually, we always talk about this new norm thing lah. So I think end of the day, like over the past few months, there are already definitely a lot of Singapore buyers that actually like gain confidence over the actual buying of stuff through e-commerce and have more trust of buying things over the platform itself. So of course we are in like to actually cement we say that to strengthen the trust that the platform have to the consumers. Like all these campaigns are actually like getting customers to build the habit to believe that e-commerce is really a new way of buying stuff securely and then get the stuff safely itself. So that's why this campaign is really I think very essential, even though the timing may not be the timing itself maybe a bit weird for some sellers, but it's something new. It's worth the try. And I also think one key thing I think that sellers will really take note is that we did a small change to the actual seller eligibility for this campaign itself. I think how you mentioned that a bit.
Yeah, okay. So as usual, like the positive seller rating that to qualify for this campaign is a minimum of 60% on now. And then the other one is daily cancellation rate is still the same. It's around 7% or less. But for ship on time rate, previously with our various mega campaigns and all, it was capped at around 60%, a minimum of 60% or more. But now we have increased the cap on it slightly higher to set the bar higher. Of course, we want the whole seller community and all to improve as a whole. So we set this slightly higher eligibility for ship on time rate. So it will be now or minimum of 70%. And make sure that your store is not on holiday mode as well. If not, you can't see the campaign.
Yeah, so of course, if those sellers, whoever has some stock issue or just submit whatever you can first for this campaign first. Let's see how much we can like go. We can actually like I think a lot of sellers mindset like when they actually probably enter June or July, they were thinking like, hey, so let's just try to do some stock forecasting and prepare for the long marathon, which is 9, 11, 12, I think. So I think stock wise, maybe some sellers have some issues in terms of some stocks, but of course just try your best to submit something. You don't want to lose out on this campaign itself. So I think so a lot of this campaign, what is the clear big differentiator is that I'll just list down some of the medias that will be utilized for this actual campaign itself, which is very fantastic. Okay, the first one, of course, we have the traditional TV medias. The TV medias has always been a very hard to touch area because those are people who are the elderlies, and then people who are always watching TV at home. These are the groups that tentatively still want to buy things through a very offline channels. And then we also have radios. Radio is something that is something new that how are we integrating radios and actually e-commerce platform. Later we talk about it also. And we have like Mediacorp Digital, which is the Me Watch, okay. And then we have YouTube, which is always being used. Facebook, Instagram, Lazada live stream. We have also KOL, key opinion leaders activation, and also we have actually Grab app. All right, so we have total of 8 different medias of how much marketing is going to be done on this. And this is really like wow, and really like I never seen so many marketing channels over in one campaign itself.
Yes, and because of how comprehensive this whole communications coverage across all these multiple channels, so as to get the word out, okay, it is coming and all. So what can you expect is overall you can total to more than around 150 million impressions and definitely reach more than 65% of your target audience within this campaign period with all these various channels that Wei Lun just mentioned.
Yeah, so of course all this stuff we really, I think if you really like seen TV sometimes, right, you really do notice that Lazada has been appearing in the traditional TV medias quite often, because sometimes I sit beside my mother and I watch TV and sometimes, hey, how come Lazada app, how come they have some form of Lazada promotions on the TV already? Wow, I was quite surprised. But of course we don't really talk about like what are the really things that are happening during the whole not just the pre-teasing as well as teasing itself as well as mega day. So maybe I'll talk about the pre-teasing. Pre-teasing, I think on the TV media itself, we probably start to see some form of some form of our how I would say is some form of notification or some form of you'll see quite frequently you'll see some Lazada app appear. Okay, and I see one of them is one of the initiatives that are being run by Mediacorp, which is in the what we'll talk about later. But I think Hao will probably talk to you about what will happen during the actual how will the traditional media and the online media start to tease customer to come to Lazada and start to shop.
Okay, so good thing we have, because of this collaboration with Mediacorp, it's a very innovative TV coverage across all of their channels with something that we are very familiar with. If you guys remember the Lazada Shake It, we got played quite often also, right, Wei Lun, last time?
Yeah, last time always
last time, I remember when the time is right during in office, when we were still able to function or rather work from office, like whenever the time like say 6 p.m, then Shake It, then everyone will together shout across the office and start to shake to collect that voucher. Okay, and then how will this appear? So within all the traditional media, in a sense of the Mediacorp channels, like TV trailers will appear across the 6 different Mediacorp channels throughout the whole campaign period. So like example, you'll appear on Channel 5, Channel 8, Surya, Vasantham, Channel News Asia, even Channel U. And then another form of notification to remind all these potential customers to direct the whole traffic into Lazada itself for the Shake It to gain vouchers. There will be like something new, or rather it happens before. So it's this thing called the corner bug execution across the days of the campaign, whereby you can see it normally in the top left portion of your TV if you were watching a Mediacorp, maybe an advertisement or even a show as you watch on TV. It will be consist of like a countdown towards the campaign, or even a reminder for them to play the Shake It at the designated time also.
Yeah, so yeah, of course all these like the L shaped TVS will be mainly like on the campaign day itself, but of course on and on there will be like reminders saying, hey, it's time to go on the Lazada app to actually start shaking it. Of course, like if your grandparents are don't know who I think, you just can start teaching them, just open your Lazada, just shake your hand, shake the handphone and then you get a voucher.
Just remind them to download the Lazada app so they can do the online shopping at the comfort of their home.
Yeah, that's shake it. More important, learn how to shake it first. Yeah, and then it's more important to really get. Of course, I think of course like But when people first time see, they'll say, what is this? How come Lazada keep always appearing at the top left hand corner of the screen itself? It's not like they are mobilizing for army like that. Okay,
the army.
the army mobilization appear exactly at the same place. But it's not mobilized, it's just mobilize you to go shake the app to actually get more vouchers itself.
Actually, it shows how effective this form of like the corner bug app is, because like last time, if you were to be mobilized for reservice, I mean like all the guys out there, you guys should know, like you're watching TV, suddenly you see your call sign, or rather the unique code is being called on the TV, then you'll start to notify all your buddies, oh no, we are being activated and all. So that is the effect of it all. Like it's not there like for the sake of being there. It really does help with a form of engagement and traffic driving. Yeah,
and it really targets those people who are really on the TV all day. And actually it drives a lot of what we call a lot of brand recall on Lazada. It's because if we keep appearing, right, you also see it, you're very curious about what's this collaboration about, what is it about, then you try to go and learn about it and try to download the actual app to see what is it about. Actually, really this is what I think one of the effective way to target the people who are really at home every day. But of course, there are also like me. Of course, we also like targeting people who are always on the move itself. Okay, there are people who are always on the move. We also have radio stations, right? So I think
radio stations is quite interesting because they can enjoy like engaging radio coverage, which integrated with our Lazada on-app engagement tools. So where will all these reminders in the form of radio come? So it will come across the top 4 radio channels where radio thrillers will play. So it will be on 987, Love 972, Class 95, Yes 933, and definitely overall there will be more than 50 live talk sets by DJ across all these 4 stations. And maybe Relu, you can tell them about the interesting game format that the DJs will be replicating throughout this whole radio talk show and all.
Yeah, of course, besides all the like constant reminders being done by the radio DJs itself, which is like over 50 talk shows I mentioned. So I think they'll be also doing a guest seat game format but replicated on the radio itself. So I don't know how they are going to do it. I don't know how they're going to describe the product through a radio and then let you guess the price. So yeah, I think they're going to describe a product on the radio, and then you probably have to guess a price. You guess the price of the item somehow. Yeah, we're not very sure how it works here, but I think that's one of the I think it's very interesting. Like how can I verbally explain to you like a scissors is a scissors without saying that it's a scissors?
I'm also not sure how they're going to do it, but they are professionals, they will find a way to do it.
I think probably they can describe the item, but not to details and stuff. Okay, but guessing the price, I think quite interesting. I think another one where they have is what they call the Lazada password voucher. I think this is something very different that we used to do it, but in the past that is the awareness is good, but it's not as far as. So we have something called the Lazada password voucher. So how does it work is that, so they will say, maybe let's say they will give you a keyword on the radio itself. Say maybe the keyword is class 95. Then you go Lazada search tab, you search class 95. Instead of giving you a shop or giving you a product, they will you will search the voucher instead. So that's the voucher password. So it's a very interesting thing. I saw that it's like moving. We are actually like getting people who are actually like listening to radio right now to come onto the Lazada app to collect the voucher. And of course, more of a chance that if you have a voucher, you are more likely to really like come back to buy again on the actual day itself. Actually, I think all these concepts are really very, very interesting. That that is being leveraged right now to really capture different segment of customers, or I would say the new customers group that we have. Like Lazada was unable to actually penetrate this group of people. Like because like Lazada, what was the strategy Lazada can use was probably like social media pushes, Last Live, outdoor medias like bus tour and stuff. But there were always this certain group that Lazada could not reach out for. I think this collaboration allows Lazada to really reach out to this different group of customers that who probably do not shop as much on platforms or e-commerce, but probably they are trying to build a habit to buy more.
With this big collaboration with Mediacorp, I'm sure the whole introduction of like more new customers like being registered on Lazada itself will definitely exponentially increase after this whole collaboration and once we are done with the whole AA campaign. Yeah, and also maybe just to mention like other media coverage that we have, like simple, like for our marketing side, they will continue like doing all these video ad buys on YouTube, Facebook and IG, or all the various super popular platforms that Singaporeans are using on a day-to-day basis, or rather can't live without. And then, like we mentioned earlier by Wei Lun, on the top of like the Grab ad and all, we are doing a media buy on the Grab ad. So on the top, they will show like, okay, like the recent Media Festival, they got show the exact shop Lazada Mid-Year Festival, then 10 million vouchers up for grabs and all. Then they'll show the logo of the Mid-Year Festival. So it will more or less be the same this time for 8/8. And also as some other additional media coverage that we have. So across all of Mediacorp digital network, they will also be broadcasting like videos and banner ads, reminding all potential customers about the 8/8 mega campaign itself.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think all these channels aside, I think just one of the things to think about Mediacorp was doing. I think really I saw this on TV lah. Really I saw this on TV. Okay, this mask design contest was ran. I saw the 3 winning design was very nice. It's really like designed by Singaporeans for Singaporeans. Very nice. So they always say that by this 3 masks will be available on Lazada app to purchase over a period of time. So I think the initiative was called Mask for the Nation. So I think there was a clear mention on all the TV channels that we see. I seen a lot of them for the mask thing. I think really drives a lot of like this kind of awareness that we are not just helping the people who are selling. We are also focusing on like helping people who are the less privileged and helping them to actually cope over this period. I think SG Enable is one of the agencies that really help with with the donations and all this stuff. Which is like this mask campaign contest was done to really help these people. I think I will buy 1 or 2 lah. So, but I think the mask itself is very nice. You really have not seen this mask. The winners I actually decided it's very really very good. So I think you should spend some time actually go and actually look out for the winners. Now, of course, the usual expectation from Lazada is that we will do collaboration with Mediacorp artists, and then of course they will run the actual guest it items itself, right? So they will do the guest it, they will run the show, and then you'll see a lot of your favorite Mediacorp artists appearing on the Lazada app this time round.
Yeah, like combination of all these star power and all this, because like all of these Mediacorp artists, I'm sure if you somehow search their IG, like Instagram, or they have quite a strong following, like thousands, tens of thousands. So if they were to like come out, let's say they do all this guest it on air, game show on the radio itself, all this is mainly like additional free or rather social marketing by all these celebs and KOLs. They bring in their usual fan base to learn more about Lazada itself. And also to remind you guys, there will be 3 very special last live streams which Wei Lun has mentioned they're doing in the guest it shoppertainment format, whereby I think it's 1 on each day of the mega campaign itself. So I mean, like, you can definitely look forward to it. We do not know the exact artist lineup for those days itself, but you can definitely look forward to it, and it will definitely be a very fantastic show to watch on Lazada app.
Yeah, so not to mention, of course, Lazada will continue to push engagement through our own social media, and then of course marketing will be done, and of course we will engage KOLs, key opinion leaders, to talk about the AA campaign itself. So really, just talking about traffic alone, it is definitely there. But what we need from sellers right now is definitely your products. Yeah, you cannot imagine like if a customer, we bring in all these customers and customer come to us like, hey, this product cannot find what, that product cannot find, this product out of stock. Wow, you can imagine the disappointment that consumers are already feeling when they want to buy something and all these are just out of stock.
Yes. Yeah, and the key date to take note of, you have all the way from now till 2nd August, which end of 2nd August. 1, 2, 3, 5, 9 hit already, and then the clock strikes 12, 1 minute after that, you cannot submit into the AA campaign already, okay?
Yeah.
And then a few days after, the teasing will officially start. So from 5th to 7th August, there will be the teasing, and then 1 day after that, for the next 3 days, 8, 9, 10, so it's a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday, it will be the start of the whole 8/8 mega campaign.
Yeah, so after that it starts, what you need to do is to start using all your seller tools and start using sponsored solution. These are all the things you need to do. First thing first, but register for the campaign first. Make all your stock count for this campaign itself. Okay, so I think we don't want to spend so much time. I think we emphasize enough like what AA is really about, and then why sellers should really join, as well as this is the first ever greatest collaboration that we have with any content creator in Singapore.
Yes.
Yep, I think we are good to end this session, right?
Yes, we are good to end this already. We don't want to hold up too much of your time also, because we can talk about this whole thing for hours and hours. Okay. So at least we give you guys the gist of the whole, like how large scale it is, how wide the coverage it is. I mean, with the amount of marketing budget invested for this upcoming AA campaign, it's you can say it's definitely a mega campaign scale . So just reminder, submit your dues by 2nd August, and then we can see you in the next podcast very soon, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks time. But again, just if you want to hear us talk about anything, just comment at YouTube, or actually comment the Facebook post. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We can talk about anything, like really just a very chill session. You can ask me to talk about like all the stuff that's happening. What's my thoughts on it? We just want to be very transparent, very honest about the current situation that we have. But of course, not leaking company secrets.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just see you this end of episode 2.
Yes, if you like the content that we put out, and if you manage to stay all the way to the end of this podcast, thank you very much, because it's a long podcast. So do give us a like, comment down anything you want us to talk about next time, anything you feel that you can improve. Feel free to share to your friends about this podcast. It will be a bi-weekly series. So we will see you guys in the next podcast in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.